total game changer. So you are now watching Farming with Duffy Ag. You are now watching Farming with Duffy Ag. Welcome back to the channel. We got good news. Threw a rain gauge out here. Oh, there you go. 2/10, maybe 1/4 inch. So that is a win in my book because, well, we were dry. So that's gonna help on everything. I'm going to work. We'll see what we get into this afternoon. On to, well, I got a mess of freaking area right now. And yes, it is on me. I got a chopper with a flat tire, and I guess we better do this. We better get cleaning. I got a whole lot of stuff to actually go through. The main thing we got to get done on this, we need to figure out where that oil is coming from out of that pump. That way this is ready to rock and roll into second cutting, because we do have grass that actually grew very well for some reason. I don't know if it got the right rain or what, but we got areas that are pretty dry, and then we got areas that are good, like my seeding, as we check that out, and I got other places that are the same way. So next week, second cutting more than likely. So this has to be ready to rock and roll. Planter's done for the year, so it needs a wash and needs to be all cleaned up, put away, seed boxes off. Yeah, and then we got to figure out, it's going to go in the back corner of this. Cab's probably going to come out, stuff like that. But I got a ton of stuff to unload as far as stuff that's come in. Yeah, I need some power out here is really what I need. But I think I'm going to grab the 7520, throw it on the generator. That's probably the most efficient power source that I got out of tractors. So yeah, I'm going to clean this place up. I'll be honest, I haven't got much done today. Well, I've got a bunch done, but nothing. Planters out and all these boxes. Started organizing and cleaning up everything, throwing stuff away. I got boxes on boxes. I got more stuff coming. I'm slowly gaining like hose clamps and organizing towels and brake clean and all my cloth parts and planter parts and deer parts in between. So I am gaining on it. This place is going to be a little bit cleaner in the next day or two, but I can't really film me unboxing stuff and cleaning stuff. I don't think you guys would really enjoy that. So that is why daily content isn't always daily now, but we're going to get back into it because we got to get this thing fixed. We got to get tires on the white truck because we got these, so we got to paint the tires so that they look good, the rims. But alrighty, catch you guys tomorrow when we get back into doing some work. Doing some organization here, and I got everything out of the farm shop that was mine. They said they didn't want any of my stuff in there. They were throwing it out. So I got everything. The headliner for 7520. Well, the headliner's there, but all the plastic. And I had a box of deer parts here. I'm putting all the filters away and oil filters, and I'm like, what is this filter? So I open it up. I've been waiting for the rain cap for that 7520 since I first bought it, and I just cancel every order because they're back ordered so much. It's been sitting inside this box for like the last 2 years. Wow. I thought it was a filter, that's why I never messed with it. I wonder if I got another one in there somewhere. So I got all sorts of stuff, filters, spare parts, all the belts for the 7520, or I mean that's 695, brakes for the red trailer, starters, panels. I got a lot of stuff, but slowly getting it put together here. Yeah, getting myself organized to a point where I'm in a better boat, but I'm pretty excited for this. I'm gonna go put that on actually. So the 7520, yeah, no more bucket. The one thing I do gotta do, I gotta cut this a little lower because the end is coming off. So I did get the Sawzall, and then we'll put that on. And when I first had the first one that was bent some and I straightened it, I'd always run it this way. When we hit trees, it would rip it apart. So everybody says you got to run them backwards, so then when you comes up on the trees, it actually shuts it instead of ripping it. Makes sense. Didn't really ever think about that, but you can see, and that's not bad. We'll cut it down just a little bit, and it will still blow over the cab and everywhere else in the intake. There we go. No more bucket life. That's nice. I got a little groove up there. I probably should cut it with the grinder around that, and then we'll be good to go. But pretty excited that I randomly found that. I guess I should have dug through those boxes earlier, because I always come home and put the bucket on if it's gonna rain. Look at that. It might not look perfect, but we have come a long way. So I did just order another one of these shelves. I think Keith sent me these two. I'd have to look back, but I did order another one. I gotta admit, Amazon, it's addicting. Like, you get on and you're like, ooh, I could use that, I could use this. So I got some stuff coming tomorrow that should help me out. But all my cloth chopper parts, planter parts 7520, pickup parts. I got windshield wiper fluid, or windshield wipers, paint, rags, pretty much aerosol cans. So another shelf will help me, because yeah, I got more 7520 stuff in the box, more chopper parts. I did get hose clamps, which is wild. I like that bracket. 7520 top shaft, brakes for the red trailer, FJ Dynamics, more stuff, because we're gonna put that onto the 7520. That is my plan. Utilization for that for the rest of the year I don't think is gonna be useful, so 7520 will be cool to compare. 7520 top liner, on-land moldboard plows, that's all extra parts for it. Bunch of random stuff. Got all my tools set up, so I've started putting them all back together. Just got to find a few. I think they're in the trucks. So got this toolbox or tool kit, and got one underneath. Actually got some pullers, so that makes my life easier. Got the oil, the American flag mud flaps that go on the white truck. Yanko's bed. You like your bed? Yeah, you haven't laid in it all day. Some of the Milwaukee stuff. What do I got? Brake cans, cleaning stuff's in the boxes. Yeah, welder, plasma cutter, got all that lined up. Used oil, so got to get rid of this. I got trash, spare tires, and tires. So these tires, this one actually went flat, which we got to figure out why, but look at all the pollen on it. Absolutely nasty. These tires are going to go on the white truck, on the white International. We're going to take the floaters off. Hell, we're in a drought. No reason for running floaters around. So these are going to go on them, but we're going to clean them up first. Those boxes underneath are actually the spacers in between, and they're nice and white. So we're going to clean these up. These tires over here are actually 24.5, so there's spare tires for the Mac. Two of these actually have to go on the Mac. And then yeah, the planter, it's got to get cleaned up. Seed box is emptied and slid back in here, but I haven't really figured out where I'm going to put this motor. We got to get this one so it's not leaking out of it. There's a few places that I see maybe it might be leaking. So this is the oil feed, I think. And there's an oil return somewhere. I don't know if it returns back into itself or there. So we got to do some digging tomorrow, but it's getting late in the day. This might not look like a lot of progress, but holy smokes. Actually organizing, cleaning stuff, laying stuff out the way you want it takes quite a bit of time, and motivation goes down. So all my scrap is away. That blue tank that has a bad back wall and bad top, that is going to scrap. Everything in the boxes behind it's going to scrap. So that is my plan there. As far as this stuff, I got to finish moving the shields for the chopper. That's for the bigger head. This is the door for the 75 or 74 Mac, the semi. Got a spare door. Throw some air in this tire. I got wheels to go on this. And then tomorrow we're gonna mess with this. And then we're gonna get the other trucks, the 2 semis in here, because we got to do work on both of them. But I figured I'd show you around up as far as where I've got to. I got a little bit of a surprise here. Well, it's been sitting in a box, so I'm gonna pull over the 7520, throw it on the generator so I got some power, fill that up with air, and then we're gonna see where we get to. You have a good day so far today? You've run around, you've chased stuff. We had barbecue for lunch. Yeah, not too hot, not too cold. Yeah, you're a good boy. So. Oh, look at that. Flap on, we're looking good. Yes, it's overkill, but it's 1,000 going to a 540. Thing at idle is where it's at. So I should have done this when we first started, and I don't know why I didn't. But I gotta put all the panels. We're gonna get this roof liner, and we just gotta get the old radio antenna fixed up. So PTO on, let the clutch out, nice and slow, and it's pretty much there. A little bit of throttle. Yep. So there's a voltage gauge on here that I'm looking at. We're right in there. So I wouldn't run the generator or the barn off of something like this, because it would suck the load down and probably stall the tractor out. But I'm running the air compressor to fill this tire up. And my plan is to get a gas air compressor and plumb it in with that big air tank. Put it on a skid, put it some way to make it easy to move it around, to blow things out, to have air. But I'll let that fill up. We really just got to get that tire fixed, but it's one of those things. I'm gaining, but I'm not gaining fast enough, so we'll get there. 7520 just idling along to Hot Damn. Adam Enstrom. Enstrom? I think I said your name right. You sent me these lights a long time ago and some freeze pops, which was pretty wild. But we got lights in here. Total game changer. So I really appreciate that. Like, I was looking for a set of lights that I would use, and nothing really came up, and these are impressive. So yeah, I like them. Plenty of visibility. We got everything ready to rock and roll. But I'm gonna get out of here. It's 10 o'clock. Cleaning takes freaking forever, and I don't really enjoy it, and it doesn't look like I cleaned everything, but it's put where it needs to be. We got to go through, organize a little bit more, and keep moving ahead. But I appreciate you guys watching along. Tomorrow we're going to dive into some chopper work. I got tires to do on trucks. We got an air valve to do. We got brakes to do on a trailer. But we got to get this ready for second cutting. We should be already rolling into second cutting. I guess we'll see how this week goes. But appreciate you guys watching along. I'll see you on the next one. Bit pieced together today, but getting some of those videos out so you guys can see what's going on even in the slow time. So have a good one.